Yeah.
Well there.
Another beautiful blue side victory.
Yeah, I think after just some time it gives the victory to the red side.
Yeah, that could be the case.
Okay, so I want to be in the red team next time.
Well, that doesn't count because the victory still goes to Team SUNTZU members, obviously. Anyway, I'm creating a game.
I've successfully lost every single game.
Congratulations, George, you suck.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, the key has been posted in so much info, so please join.
but
Jackie,
I'm
please
not-
don't join with tier 7 units, please switch to tier 6.
Accidentally clicked create a game.
Nice.
I'll join you then.
Okay, I will swap the scores.
Yeah, I'm not good with heavy.
Whips on the left. Still 0 points, and members with
Nexus.
4 points.
He's here.
I need to go pee, so let me know what team picks me. It is Stolfo, by the way.
So
needs to
we
pee.
have a full... Okay, so we can play 9v9, that is no problem. But one person needs to leave so that we can actually swap people around. Shlomi. No. Shlomi will leave because he's just a caster who can come in.
Who else left?
Join back in, please. Okay.
Wait a minute. There we go.
No, for me is everything alright. So as long as
Yeah,
everything I see everything correctly, it's fine because I need to move people around. Okay, Shlomi, I'm kicking you. Nobody else join. Lobby is full. Shlomi.
I have to piss for a second. Be right back.
Yeah. Okay. So Shlomi, I will tell you once the teams are ready, and then you will join in. Okay.
Okay,
So first, George picks first. Also, map is now Salernum,
Salernum.
the only map left that we haven't played on it.
I have Germanicus heavy infantry. But
I'm gonna pick Max.
Wait. No, for me, your French boy you're displaying as triple javelin Caesar.
Yeah, that's true.
Is that what you're going with?
No, I'm going with heavy infantry Germanicus. Well, I'm switching a bit. Do I have him now?
Yep. Now it is correct. Okay. So George, who did you pick?
Max.
Max. Okay. Max, please ready up. Also, captains, please ready up as well. Hazu, pick 2.
Nexus Fox God.
Nexus and Folks.
Alright, lovely ladies
Fox God is AFK.
and
Wait,
males.
I dragged French boy instead of Foxy. It's just a display bug. Okay. So yeah, Nexus ready up, Hazu ready up, and we'll take Fox God to ready up when he comes back from PP. George, pick 2.
Civoire and French.
Okay, French boy is on the right team, and Civoire is also on the right team. Please ready up, guys. Hazu, pick 2.
Kiwi Cardinal.
Kivi is on the right team, Pardon is on the right team. Ready up, guys. Civoire, please ready up. And George, pick 2.
Mark and Schmerit, however you pronounce it.
Pretty close. Or
Aye.
we're not being Polish. Schmiert, where is he? Oh, he's
Just noob.
Yeah. Him having a different nickname kind of throws me off. Now ready up, okay. Hazu, 2.
New Birds and Astolfo.
Gang.
Newbird. Astolfo is on the right team, so please ready up. George, pick 2.
Miche and Corbin.
Mishet and Corwin. Okay, Mishet, Corwin, please ready up. Hazu, pick 2.
So Pope and
Pope ready
Jackie are left.
up.
Pope,
Jackie,
Jackie,
and
Rainfire.
Rainfire. Okay, so Pop hasn't picked, okay.
Where's Rainfire?
On your team.
Right
Gotcha.
hand side.
Oh, there he is. Rainfire and Jackie.
Okay, so Pop goes to Team SUNTZU Weeps. Shlomi, please join in now, and everyone ready up. Is Fox got still on his PT break?
Yeah, I'm here.
There we go, okay.
Yeah.
Someone still not ready up. Rainfire. Is Rainfire AFK? There we go. Okay, go to your respective teams, as already a lot of people have done. Don't mess it up this time. Okay, so teams are locked in, and since more people have finally woken up, because apparently 11 AM is too early, especially a lot of those people are actually from North America, so for them it's sometimes 2 AM, sometimes 5 AM, but depending on which coast they are. And yeah, those people have managed to wake up on time, and then some Europeans who have to wake up at 10 or 11 have failed. Anyway, we have a full 9v9 now. Obviously we can't have a 10v10 because of casters, unless, well, the casters would also join in. But then you wouldn't really have a caster. So 9v9 is the highest we can go until CA introduces private lobby observer spot. So let's see how the teams deploy. We are watching from the perspective of SUNTZU weebs. Let me hide in the corner here. There's some by the forest here, I think it was the spot. Yeah, here. There we go. Here I shouldn't be really in the way of anyone. Okay, so Nubert, no, not Nubert. Śmierć is going for that watchtower, manages to outplay Nexus, eliminated his 2 cavalries very swiftly. Now he needs to retreat though, as infantry support is coming in. That is a huge advantage at the very beginning. Really well played by Śmierć. Salernum is coming in, looking to maybe attack Nishit's gentlemen, but they're protected by Mark. And Nubert will also... Śmierć will be there as well to prevent Salernum from getting through his plans. But Nubert, finally Nubert, has found a very beautiful charge straight into Pope and Corwin. Corwin hasn't suffered that much damage, but Pope has gotten more of it. He soaked up the damage. Judge is now coming in to maybe punish Nubert and Salernum as they're operating behind enemy lines. Śmierć is also closing in. Salernum charging through, and he'll find Pope's archers again. Archers are not having fun in this map now. George charged Salernum. He's trying to pull through. That is not going to work well for him. That is quite a mistake, as he'll suffer a lot of damage if he tries to pull out. Nishit has been caught unprotected now as Mark has pushed forward, engaging Nexus. But Rainfire and Nexus's cavalry are after Nishit, although Nexus hasn't healed his cavalry, so that is not much of a threat thanks to Śmierć. In the meantime, the town has been heavily pushed by Team SUNTZU members, as only Max and Śmierć now is maneuvering all over the map, providing support for his team wherever it's needed, but that still is not enough, and the point A is overrun by SUNTZU members. Max is dealing as much damage as he can to Kiwi's javelin, but he's getting caught off guard by Nubert now, as there is not enough units to protect his archers. Stolfo and Hazu coming in onto Max as well. Max needs to figure out how to place his spikes. There is a lot of walls that he can place his back against, but he's not going for that, and he is getting obliterated. George and Corwin has now poured into the city. George charges in pikes and javelin. He manages to deal some damage to Kiwi, but Hazu managed to save Kiwi for the most part. That being said, Corwin is coming in with his dogs, and that is going to be a huge damage dealer to both pikes and javelin, but javelin are retreating. Nubert is there as well to provide some recharges after he goes around the buildings. And C is getting unlocked in 1 second. There we go, Sivar is capturing it with 1 unit, and we have 2 George's cavalry units and Sivar's infantry close by to C, so they can capture C really quickly. As far as B and E go, Team SUNTZU members are already on top of B, but there's a lot of members around as well. I'm sorry, weeps around as well to prevent B from being captured, but Śmierć is not charging in and B has been locked. But that being said, they can still kill a lot of these units. Ashjaki with his light infantry, light artillery here, charged by Śmierć. That is going to be a huge XP farm for Śmierć as well. So if he gets ahead in points, that is going to be really nice. And he's locking down the melee infantry in place, so Nishit can provide javelin support. Mark is now letting Parthenon through though, and Parthenon finds a charge straight into Mishit's javelin, so he's not going to be a factor anymore in that engagement. Mark has slept a little bit as he's letting Nexus through as well, or maybe he's disconnected. That may have happened. A is getting flipped by Team SUNTZU members. George is coming in though together with French Boy into A, but A is getting captured really quickly as they have a lot of units, 7 at least at A. So team members have managed to capture both A and B, controlling 4 points to just 1 C point of Team Weeps, pulling out ahead in points again very significantly. Thanks to capturing B, Ashjaki, who has suffered a lot of damage on the hands of Śmierć, has managed to heal up, and now he can deploy in a position to threaten Weep's base. See which position he will go. He's not deploying here on the hill, he's going into the tall grass to make sure he's not detected and picked off by enemy archers or possibly cavalry. Speaking of cavalry, a lot of cavalry forces have just healed up and spawned in next to B. Parthenon and Nexus going out. And that is 5 units of archers protected by only 1 unit of pikes. If they are aware of that, that cavalry force can just get a lot of kills. But Nubert is coming in as well. And yeah, he will be the one to find that juicy blob. He charges with all 3 units. Oh, I thought that he's going to only catch Pop, but Max actually runs straight to that charge. Śmierć is coming in as well. He'll punish Nubert, but not as hard as Nubert has punished his team. And as his own archers are coming in, he is not able to charge Nubert properly. Also, Parthenon and Nexus forces are still here. With just Parthenon, Nexus have went somewhere else. Nexus is around here maneuvering, fighting against Mark and Sivora forces. Sivora is trying to get B back, but it's not going to happen with how much Mimber's forces are around that B point. Corey now are running away from A, going to heal, although he is pretty much full health. George coming through C, possibly into enemy base. He's trying to go for a sneak base capture, and I don't think that is a good idea. They might try to get control over A back, but I don't know how many forces are there in that area. Hazel has definitely went to C, and there was also Kivi and Astolfo there, which are still unaccounted for. They may be coming into the Weep's base or coming to C together with Hazel. Parthenon is now lining up another charge against Mishet, but Mishet dodges it, or Parthenon well misses it. But Śmierć is there to punish Parthenon. Does he have a charge ready? He does. He charges him through, and there's a lot of damage dealt to Parthenon. That unit should be dead. Śmierć also finding another charge, clipping in a little bit through Max's pikes that are now set on fire by Parthenon's Folksmen. Śmierć is going instead for the finishing move on Parthenon's cavalry that is now entirely cut down by French Boy as well. He's finishing off the unit, but as this is happening very close to Weeps' base, Weeps have totally lost control over the map, and Mimbers are controlling all 5 points. Very into the game, only 400 points on the side of Weeps, and Mimbers are already pulling heavily ahead. Mark is coming in with his Folksmen into a huge contingent of enemy forces, but that is cavalry and light artillery. Decides to throw a fire on there, which is not a very wise move, as they can just run away from it. And Mark is now surprised, reflanked, but he has Iron Discipline though, so he'll survive a little bit. Nubert coming in for a charge against Corwin, but he doesn't have a charge yet, or maybe failed due to lags. And Team Weeps is emerging out from their base with Pope, French Boy and Mishet pushing in towards B, looking to get control of that point back. But a spawning and healing zone is very close by to B for Team SUNTZU Mimbers, so they'll have no problems with resupplying their own forces in that area as well. And that actually sets the enemy team largely on the back foot. Parthenon charges through, finds a charge into Pope. Mishet is in that area as well, protected by only 1 unit of the French Boys infantry. Parthenon lines up another charge from the side, and Nubert is coming in with another triple charge straight into Pope, straight into Mishet, and they're just completely surrounding in that area with cavalry. Still, French boy comes in. Maybe they'll be able to cut down Pardonum just a little bit, but if that cavalry manages to rout either of the French boy's units, that unit is going to disappear in mere seconds. And infantry support of a lot of foxes and and spears is coming in for the side of SUNTZU members. A point is getting flipped by Schmierch as he picks off Astolfo in the city. He manages to surround and rout his unit, and A is getting flipped back by Schmierch. He may go for D after that or C. Both of those points may be not protected, as a lot of cavalry from team members is busy just picking off archers on the side of... Ooh, that's a phalanx friendly fire, and half of MG and Max's archers are gone as Sivoar charges into the pike phalanx himself, although he didn't suffer that much damage as MG and Max has lifted the pike phalanx. He also managed to dodge another charge by Hazu. And Mishit is getting punished by Kiwi as a lot of foxes are just pouring out of that B point. Next is another cavalry unit in the enemy backline, but he is getting blocked off by George. Will he find charge into Max? He does, although not a very well lined up charge. Still pretty effective. But Mark and Corwin are coming in. Nubert is coming into handless of Corwin. His charge finishes though before he is able to reach it entirely, or maybe he cancelled it. George is now trying to punish Nubert for that, as his cavalry is much stronger in melee. Nubert still has 2 cavalry units around. Pardonum is up on the watchtower, and they will be looking to get some more charges in. They're going all the way around again. MG and Max and Pope, 5 units of archers, pretty much unprotected. Only Corwin with there as infantry support, and dogs are not very good at stopping cavalry charges, that is for certain. Pardonum now charges in the French boy units at the base respawn point. Well, doesn't charge, but he is there. Maybe he's lagging behind, AFKing a little bit. But he still has that combo of Iron Discipline. Maybe he just wants to run through. That is also a valid point. Mishet respawn there, so that may be Pardonum's and Nubert's next target, as they're having an absolute field day in the enemy backline.
The enemy base is vulnerable.
Enemy team weeps are getting surrounded in that forest around the area and getting slowly cut down by Nexus, Rainfire and Kiwi's rain support. Hazu is also coming in with his spike phalanx, mowing down Mark really nicely, and more cavalry just pouring in, stopping enemies in place. Hazu versus George. George wins the charge. That is definitely not enough to save his team. Although Schmierch just running around the map, he has captured A, D and C back for his team, but as B is still under heavy control, he also cannot get E back, and the points are almost completed for Team SUNTZU members. So yeah, a huge advantage secured at the beginning, translated into a victory later on, and we'll finally see a map, a battle finished by points. Previously we also saw Passage of Augustus finished by a capture, but other than that, all the maps were finished prematurely. Also, there is someone to contest Schmierch on top of C. Nexus and Astolfo spawned in and contest Schmierch for that point. That is 3,500 points for Team SUNTZU members, as they go all the way to 5 points. Well, we will see. The disconnect problems seem to have disappeared, so I'm sure the teams will be up for more battles. Well, let's go into the lobby and ask them.